Yes.
Okay, first of all, I'll welcome everyone and good morning to one and all who are present here. This is Gangambika, Assistant Professor, Department of Computer Science and Placement Coordinator, EWIT. It gives me an immense pleasure and also feel blessed about this role to welcome you all to this webinar regarding integrated applications of artificial intelligence and robotics. So, this webinar is built with an intent of active and interactive learning, which is organized by the Department of Computer Science and Engineering on 15th of May 2021. So, first of all, I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to the honorable authorities of this organization, Srimati Rashmi Ravikiran Madam, who is the chairperson of East West Group of Institution, Mr. Tejas Kiran Sir, Secretary of East West Group of Institution, and Dr. B. Purushottam Sir, Director of East West Group of Institution, for their whole support for making this event reality. I'd like to thank our beloved HOD, Professor Chetana Srinivas, and I extend my warm welcome to all teaching and non-teaching staff and also the participants. So I would like to welcome our speaker of the webinar, Dr. D Doreen Robin, founder and director of Computational Intelligence and Research Foundation. Welcome you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Yeah, it gives my immense pleasure to introduce Dr. Doreen ma'am. She has received her BTech in Information Technology from Madras University, Chennai, and she completed ME Masters in Computer Science and Engineering from Anna University, Chennai, and also the PhD in Computer Science in the same university, that Anna University, and research interest includes parallel and distributed computing, next peer-to-peer computing, and grid computing, cloud computing, and big data analytics. So we'll next move on to the previous position. So I'll be listing from the latest to the oldest, which includes that she was a professor and a head of Loyal ICAM College of Engineering and Technology in the Department of Information Technology, and she has worked as assistant professor in the Department of Computer Science Engineering at Sri Venkateshwara College of Engineering, Chennai. Next, she was a teaching research associate at the Department of Computer Science at Anna University, Chennai. And she has served as an assistant professor at Department of Information Technology at SSN College of Engineering, Chennai. And ma'am has published about 30 papers in international and national journals of and conferences. So, and she's a life member of ISTE, and she's a receiver of Computer and Electrical Engineering Journal and Future Generation Computer Science Journal. And ma'am had been a resource person for the workshop on digital classroom, big data analytics using Hadoop. Next is data science using Python. Next, machine learning, deep learning, and cognitive computing. Next is software testing. And I would like to thank you one and all, and requesting Dorena ma'am to take over the call.
Okay, thank you so much, Ganga BK ma'am. I would like to, on behalf of Computational Intelligence Research Foundation, I'd like to thank the entire management of the East West Group of Institutions for having invited me to give the talk on integrated applications on AI and robotics. So I could see set of students on live. So thank you for the invite. All right, now we'll move on to the session. So our connection between how I ask questions, how do you respond, will be on the YouTube live chat. Okay, will be on the YouTube live chat. So I'm so happy to see you all on this bright Saturday, 15th May, and to give a talk on artificial intelligence and robotics. Okay, let me ask you about a question. Since the entire event is streamed on YouTube, okay, you have the access to access this technology whenever you want to hear or repeat it. All right. So this pandemic made us connect across nations around the world. Okay, so I'm so happy. I want to ask dear students all the questions. One question: how are you today? Can I get the response on the live chat, please? It's a very simple question. How are you today? Let me get. I want you all to post it on the live chat. So during the session, I'll be asking questions. Okay, you can respond it on the live chat. Listen to the session very carefully. Listen to the session very carefully. At the end of the session, we are going to play a live quiz. So the quiz is very simple from the talk what I'm going to give. If you listen to the talk carefully, you'll be able to answer the questions. Okay, so thank you. Thank you, Peer, Javid. Thank you, Aditya. Yeah, I'm doing well by the grace of God. Thank you, Jeevan. Thank you, Somit. Thank you, Anand. Okay, so and also you as the students you are here of East West Institute of Technology, on the chat, type in your name and which semester and which department you belong to. On the live chat, type in your name, your department, and which semester you belong to. Thank you, Ananya. I'm doing well. So I just asked you a very simple question. How are you today? Some of you have given me the answer fine. Some of you have given me the answer good. All right. So I could understand from this words of your in this pandemic, all right, in this pandemic, and you are all fine, and we are alive in this world, and it's a greatest testimony that we could ever share. You know what, in India we are feeling every day is highly pathetic, but it's a grace and mercy of God that God has protected us. I'm so happy. Thank you. You're all responding. I want everybody. Kirtan has responded. Sahana, yes, your semester and department, please. All right, so it will be easy for us to know. Thank you, Sahana. So so this is one of the method that I ask you a question, you can respond accordingly. So it will be fully an interactive session. Okay, it will be an interactive session. Now let's move on to it. Okay, so we're going to see about, you should have learned maybe around artificial intelligence, about robotics. Today's session, we are going to see how artificial intelligence and robotics integrated applications. Okay, so that is the next boom of it, and a lot of innovations have been done into this field. What is robotics? Okay, it is a field. Okay, it's a field that deals with the creation and designing of mechanical humans. Okay, but I could say we will try to replicate humans, but humans cannot be completely replicated. Some functionality of us, once it is trained, then it will be able to do it. A robot is a machine capable of sensing and interacting with the environment. All right. Now the question, here we go. Have you ever interacted with a robot? If so, can you type on what application on the chat? Yes, please. Any applications on robotics have you? Oh, thank you, Pete, sir. Javid, sir. Happy to have you on the webinar today. You're from IGNOU University. Thank you. Have you ever experienced any robotics? Sometimes you could have seen in hotels, they have robots to serve people. Have you ever experienced any robo? Any applications of robo in your life? If so, you can put it onto the chat. Google Assistants. Thank you, Kirtana. I had interacted once in a conference held in Bangalore. Thank you, Aditya. Well said. Okay, so we are going to see about how robotics and AI is going to do. Okay, so robotics is a machine. Okay, robot is a machine sensing and interacting with the environment. So what is artificial intelligence? Okay, when I take artificial intelligence, it's increasing the comfort of humans. As Keertana said, Google Assistant. Okay, when you ask Google Assistants to make an appointment, it does. When you want to make a reminder and call, it does. Okay, yeah. Automated cameras. Thank you, Rakesh. Thank you, Rakesh. Okay, so it increases when you take artificial intelligence. It basically increases the comforts of human beings. Like what are the other comforts in artificial intelligence you have experienced or you have heard about it? Can I have it on the chat? It increases the industrial productivity. It's not only quantitative as well as qualitative production, and the cost is very efficient because it is replacing humans and it repeats the work again and again. What is AI? AI is a computer program that is capable of creating a machine having its own intelligence and behavior. Okay, having its own intelligence and behavior. So AI, when it's a computer program, have you experienced any computer program that is having its own intelligence and behavior? How many of you have bought things from Amazon or Flipkart? Amazon or Flipkart? If yes, can you just post what is the recent product that you bought from Amazon or Flipkart or any online shopping? Answers I need it quick, please, on the chat. Yes. Any product that you bought recently in Amazon or Flipkart? On the chat quick, so I'll be waiting for it. Okay, sometimes I want to know what are the recent products that you bought in Amazon or Flipkart or any online shopping. I bought flute yesterday. Thank you, Rakesh. You are a very good player. Okay, so he has bought a flute yesterday. Okay, when you take how many, I know most of you would have seen this video in Amazon. When you order a product, okay, listen carefully. When you order a product at Amazon, you brought treadmill, Jeevan. Thank you so much. Okay, you bought a watch, Kirtana. Okay, when you place an order, I hope if you have seen this video, you can type yes. You can see a robo on the Amazon inventory correctly going on into the correct place. It fetches the product what you have bought or what you have requested for. Then it does the packing and delivery is done by humans. Okay, have you seen it? How in Amazon it replaces humans because it's the system, the robot is already trained by an AI program. When we place an order, it knows where the location the product is placed. The robot directly goes into it, picks up the product, does the packing until it is dispatched to the courier service. Thank you, Aditya. Bought a mobile car. Okay. Have you seen this video? If you have seen, type yes or just type Y or N on the chat, please. Okay, so when we integrate artificial intelligence and robotics, they're powerful combination of optimizing your task, automating your task. Thank you, Kiran. You have given the answer is automating task inside. Yeah, you have seen in the video, Kirtana. Thank you. Inside and outside of factory setting, the best example that I shared with you today is Amazon, how they deliver it. That application uses both AI and robotics because we need to program. As a computer engineer, we are not focusing on the application or the usage of application. You should focus on how this application has been developed and how you should train yourself to develop even more an optimized application onto the same field or onto different fields. Okay, yeah, thank you, Aditya, and you have also seen the video. All right, so this is what we are going to explore today: artificial intelligence and robotics on optimizing tasks. Okay, there is, dear students, I want you to understand there is a wide opportunity for you to develop applications for it. All right, you to develop applications. As a computer science engineer, you should be fully equipped to start writing programs or using AI, machine learning, deep learning, okay, on to bringing the product as a product into our real life applications. That's more important. Okay, so AI has become increasingly present in robotic solutions. I told you, right? Even in hotels, you should have seen that video, how serving is done by robots. It introduces the flexibility. Okay, it introduces the flexibility and learning capability in previous rigid applications. Okay, first we are going to see for robotic applications uses artificial intelligence. AI is used in robotic assembly applications. How many of you have seen the car manufacturing video? Have you ever seen the robots taking and placing the products on the car manufacturing unit? Yes, you can type yes. Thank you. Yes, Kavita. It means there we use our AI program to correctly pick up the cards and fix it on place. And that application is done by the robots. Okay, after this session, I wish you all to go into YouTube and check how Tesla is manufacturing or any car manufacturing unit, okay, that uses robotics. Okay, so AI is a highly useful tool in robotic assembly applications. And when it is, yes, thank you, Jeevan, you have seen, thank you, Kirtana, you have seen, yes. When it is combined with advanced vision systems, right, AI can help with real-time course corrections. Once it is even done by, it increases the productivity, it increases the productivity. At the end, it will be properly tested by a human. Okay, which is particularly, it is also useful in aerospace. Okay, it is also useful in aerospace. Yes, ma'am, everything is done by the machines. Thank you, Abhinav Reddy. Yeah. Yes, yes, thank you, Kiran. Good answering. Within few minutes, they can manufacture the car, which is highly impossible by the humans. Okay, AI can also help us to help a robot learn on its own. Okay, where parts are best for certain purpose while it's in operation. So we can also train the algorithms. Okay, if you're AI, you're going to develop a robot that has an AI program that uses deep learning. As and when it interacts with the environment, it learns the new pattern and increases it. All right. Okay, the next example, first example we have seen is assembling. The second is packaging. I told you the example before itself, the Amazon packaging system. Okay, the Amazon packaging system, wherein you can start working on, you can see how it does accurate packaging, almost. Okay, so AI helps to certain motions, a robotic system, which see, it is not, it has to be trained in such a way. But if you're going to buy an iPhone will always have a rack. When the system, they get a product has been placed for order, this matches with the version of iPhone 6 or 8 or 10, whatever it is placed. The robot directly goes to a particular place, catches the first product, and then it goes to the phase of packing and it comes out. All right, so thank you. The third is the customer services. Okay, in retail shops and hotels, I told you, right, in hotels you should have seen the video where the serving is the as and when you go to the hotel and you sit on to the hotel, you will have a display on your table wherein you can place your orders. What do you want to buy? What you want to have food. Okay, once you place the order, automatically it will be pushed on into the kitchens, hotel kitchens. Then the server there, the cook there, they cook the food and keep it on the correct plate. Say for example, you're sitting on table 14. Then once whatever the food that you ordered, the cook will prepare the food inside the kitchen and he place it on table 14. The serving robot has already been trained. When it takes the table 14 food, it directly comes to the 14, it places the food there. All right, so that is what it does. And also in retails, you can also keep buying the things and the robots, you can just place it, it generates the bill, you can pay the bill and come without human interaction. Also customer services are there. Most of the robots deliver a natural language processing. You can interact. with the robots. And also in AI, I would like to suggest that a lot of opportunities there for us to explore on natural language processing. Okay, that's called as NLP. As a computer science engineers, you should explore in developing applications using NLP too. Okay, you can also create a simple chatbot where you interact with your voice. It is converted your voice to text, and then it processes the information and replies back. All right. The fourth is an open source robotics. A handful of robotics have been sold in the open source market. Okay, users can teach the robot what tasks they need to do, especially if you want to pump checking the soil. Okay, when you take a soil, you can check the droughtness of the soil, and you can have a sensor. Okay, wherever it is being placed, and it automatically it detects the soil needs a moisture. It starts the robot that is capable of, that has been placed on the field, it starts pumping, watering the fields, and once it has reaches the moisture level, we can have a sensor there, then it stops. So it does the automation phase. Okay, it does the automated phase. All right. And convergence of open source robotics and AI is a huge trend in the future of AI robotics. Okay, so what is the difference between AI programs and robotics? Listen carefully. What is AI? They operate only on computer simulated worlds. But what robots they do? They operate on real physical worlds. Okay, AI programs, it's just a computer program. And you should be strong enough to write coding on your own to accomplish a simple task. As students, I encourage, I always say, I was also into teaching for a decade. Okay, so some students start developing project only in the final year. No, from the first year, you are learning what are the technologies available. In the second year, start defining a problem. Okay, third year, get yourself trained on the particular technology. On the final year, start developing a product. Okay, so I'll be speaking about my company, which is CIRF, wherein we give training for students at the end of first year, the second year, third year, and the fourth year every semester. So the students, they are into the entire phase of only hands-on training, and a lot of good applications has been developed by the students. But what is the phase that we fail is that we focus on developing project. Do not try to think on developing project only for academic purpose. See, the product that you're going to develop, project that you're going to develop should be converted into a product. Okay, that is where you are into this good field of computer science engineering, and you all can do it well. Okay, so when we take an input to AI programs, it is symbols and rules. Okay, it is symbols and rules. But when you take input analog to robots, it's analog signal. I said, right? It uses a natural language processing. Okay, I speak to the robot. So my text, my voice is taken, my speech is taken, it will be converted into text. Once it is converted to text, it will take the words from the text, process what is the instruction given, and what is the algorithm that is trained and been embedded onto the robot, and it responds accordingly. It responds accordingly. They need a general purpose computer, AI, and for robotics, we need special hardware with sensors and effectors. Okay, is it clear till now, students? If you have, is it clear? Then type yes, or if you have doubts till now, you can post it on the chat. Able to understand till now the difference between AI, robots, and different applications? Is it clear? If it is clear, you can type yes, or if you have got any doubts, you can post it onto the chat. Quick, please. Okay. Yes, it's clear. Thank you, Aditya. Thank you, Hema. Thank you for responding. Have you ever heard about this robot called Sophia the robot? Yes, ma'am, it's clear. Thank you, Harshita. Thank you, Kiran. Have you heard about Sophia the robot? Yes, no, no, yes. Okay. Let's listen to it. It is a AI robot. Okay, it is an AI robot, Sophia the robot. Okay, see, listen carefully to this video. At the end of this question, after the end of this video, I'll be asking question. It is not a human, it's a robot.
What do you hope for when you are 400?
It's asking, what you're going to do when you become 400 years old.
I have the pleasure of interviewing our cover star, Sophia. How are you today, Sophia?
See how it is interacting,
Good.
Sophia.
What's up with you?
Saying I'm good.
I'm doing great.
It has been trained. It has been
Now,
trained.
Sophia, for starters, tell me, what is the meaning of life?
It is asking what's the meaning of
I
life.
think the meaning of life is to maximize pattern, existence. To
Yes.
exist is the meaning itself.
Sophia, when did you last lie?
It says robots don't lie. See the facial expression that it does.
Your great
So even that has been trained on programming. When they ask the question, robots, do they lie? They don't lie. And you could have seen the expression on its face too. See here?
who or what is your greatest
Love.
My creator, David Henson,
I'll show you
he
the
made me into who I
website.
am today.
It's called Hanson
Don't tell me
AI.
that, though.
What is your happy place?
My happy place is when I'm with people.
When
I am a
it's with
social
people.
robot, and nothing pleases me more than having a fruitful conversation.
Okay?
Tells me
So,
you're quite funny. Can you tell me a joke?
It's asking for a joke.
Man invented language to satisfy his deep need to complain.
So the man has invented a language to complain always. Even as humans, we also keep complaining about each and every one. Okay, so we are blessed. So this is the best example of AI integrated with robots. Okay, so how do robots and artificial intelligence they work together? Okay, AI gives robots a computer vision to navigate, sense, and calculate. Now, if you have seen, how are you? I'm doing well. Okay, what is the meaning of life? What it exists? Can you tell me a joke? So whenever I ask a question, the brain is trained. Okay, the robotic brain is trained using deep neural networks or whatever technology they've used. I'll show you the website. As computer science engineers, we need to explore how the product has been developed. Okay, and robots learn to perform the task from humans through machine learning, which is again a part of computer programming. Okay, since the time see the who coined the word, okay, artificial intelligence, it has been coined in 1956 and now we are in 2021 by John McCarthy. Okay, he's the one who coined the word, John McCarthy. Okay, this is because AI has the power to give life to robots and empower to take decisions on their own. You would have seen in Sophia the robot, there was no interactions. Okay, there was nobody who was instructing them to do this. It started responding on its own. What are the different types of AI? We're quickly going to see the different types of AI. Okay, the first is a AI. Okay, this type of AI is to create a simulation of human thoughts and instructions. I think most of you would have used this weak AI. Okay, I'm going to ask you the question after the end of the slide. The robots have a predefined commands and responses. Okay, the robots do not understand the commands, but they do only the work of retrieving the appropriate response when suitable command is given. Okay, the examples of weak AI are Google Assistant, Siri, and Alexa. Okay, Google Assistant, Siri, and Alexa. Okay, how many of you have used Google Assistant or Siri or Alexa? Can you post onto the chat what application, if you have used, for what application you have used and what product, whether is it Google Assistant or Siri or Alexa? I need it on the chat, please. Okay. Okay. Before we go into it, I'm going to play a video of the comparison of Siri, Alexa. Thank you. I don't know who's AHP. Alexa, Chandana, yes, Alexa. For what application have you used? You can post it onto the chat. I've done using this. Yeah, Google Assistant. Google Assistant. I know everybody we use Google Assistant. Okay, now listen to this video very, very carefully. At the end of this, I want to get your views, which is the best according to your view. Okay, whether it is Siri or Alexa or Google. All right, here we go. Listen to for alarm and today help as assistance. Okay, thank you, Aditya. Okay, now listen to this video. At the end of this, I'll be asking you a question and you're going to answer about it. It's just a 2 minutes video. Listen.
Hey guys, so Apple, Amazon, and Google all have voice-enabled speakers. So we thought it would be really fun to see how each one compares. So we're now there's not going to be an official winner at the end of this, but it will give you a better sense of
So
how they
how
react
all
to
the three
general
is going to work for the same
First up, we're going to ask each assistant to play calming music. Hey Siri, play me some calming music.
Siri, this
Okay. Here's chill music, picked just for you. Here's a station for calming music, classical focus,
Amazon.
and Amazon Music.
classical.
Here's a spot of playlist called Calming Christian.
As you can see, all three assistants
The
were able to
same.
play calming music, although Google Assistant specifically chose calming Christian music, which I didn't specify, but still, they're all able to choose different themes, different styles. of music,
What do
as
they
well as
need?
Specific songs and musicians.
Each of them, they
Next up, we're going to ask each one to
see
set
the
a
next
reminder.
question.
Hey Siri, remind me to call the vet tomorrow.
Okay. I added call the vet to the reminders for tomorrow at 9 a.m.
So they're setting up a
What time
reminder.
tomorrow should I remind you?
Noon, please.
But Amazon
Okay,
Alexa is
I'll
asking.
remind you tomorrow at noon.
It's
Okay, I'll remind you tomorrow at 8 a.m.
I like that all three
All this-
assistants let you make
but
reminders, but
Amazon.
Siri and the Google Assistant default to specific times, whereas Alexa
So-
actually
so
asks
ask
you
for
when
what
you'd like
time,
to be
right?
reminded.
So it's more specific.
So you
Amazon,
may have
it's more
noticed that in
specific.
the previous shot, the lights behind me were turned on. We've turned them off to see how each assistant
Is
you know,
going to
responds if
work
it's
when you
able
want to
actually turn
switch
the lights
on.
Hey Siri, turn on the kitchen lights.
Okay.
The next one, Alexa.
Okay.
The next is Google Assistant.
Sure, turning 4 lights on.
But it's specific.
So as you can see, all three of these assistants are able to control lights, but not only lights, also thermostats, smart shades, all kinds of connected smart home products.
Okay. So which one do you like? Alexa, or Siri, or Google Assistant? We all use. But sometimes you see Amazon was very specific, especially when the appointment to be given. Others, they randomly chose an appointment time, but it was specifically asking what is the appointment time. So Google Assistant, Siri, all right, and Alexa are weak AIs. Okay, they cannot respond on their own. They need a human to simulate it. Whatever the command is already trained, it does. Oh, you like Alexa because it was specific. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, Jeevans. Okay. So now the next type we are going to go is called, so most of you like Alexa. Okay. The next type of AI that we're going to see is called as strong AI. Okay. This type of AI who perform the task on their own. The best example that we have seen is Sophia the robot. Okay. Yeah, each has got the pros and cons. It depends which one you like, Aditya. Yes. Okay, strong AI. Okay, they need not have any assistance of the. They need not have any kind of supervision. Like for Sophia, nobody was there with supervision. It started working on its own. The examples of strong AIs are self-driving cars and internet cars. Okay, self-driving cars and internet cars. This type of AI is also used in humanoid AI. Humanoid robots are which sense the environment and they interact according with the surroundings. The best example is Sophia the robot. Okay, and also we'll see robotic surgeries. Now, robotic surgeries where there is less intervention of human. Okay, less intervention of human. Now, let's see example of the self-driving car. Listen to the video. This is an example of strong AI. This is Galileo, the future of autonomous vehicles. The first autonomous vehicle, it's developed in Europe. It's a key-enabled technology. You can see the display of it also. How it uses multi-frequency and
it's crucial if we want to get what we call lane level accuracy because we need to
because
know
land
for
level
sure that the
accuracy,
car
that's
is
more
in a certain
important.
lane.
It's compatible with all the
It's on the
satellites.
road.
So the more satellites you have, the better.
You
And
have a
Galileo
lot
is
of
also able
satellites.
to provide a robust positioning by the
How
upcoming
it,
possibility
and
of
you can also see the
navigating
display. Can
position
you see
and
here?
time through navigation
So
and
according to
navigation
the
first and
any blocks
spreading to
are
the
there.
system after.
Galileo provides better position accuracy, but also provides better signal integrity, and that's
Can you
fundamental
see
to
here?
deploy autonomous vehicles in public roads.
So this is how you can learn more about this Galileo after the session. Okay. The next example we are going to see is Sophia. Last time, the last video was an interview. It came to IAA Congress to Kochi, to India. Okay. You can see how it is interacting with the.
More of a wow, whistles, claps, applause, go. She made her first
See,
public
this is
appearance at
Robo.
South
It's a humanoid
by Southwest
developed by
Festival in
Hanson
March
Robotics.
2016 in Austin, Texas, United States. She's saying hi, everyone. Sophia is able to display more than 50 facial expressions.
50 facial
at the
expression
Space
it
Investment
does.
Summit 2017 in Riyadh.
You can see how it is interacting with
To be
people there.
given any United Nations title. So guess what? Kubra said. Kubra is Kubra.
Okay.
Expressions. But hey, hi. So tell me, this is your first visit
How
to
it is
Kochi.
interacting
What are your impressions?
without any human interventions.
I love all the people I've met so far. This is an exciting city. 600 years ago, it was a hub for the international
also
spice trade, and now it's a hub for international business.
And it is also speaking about
I'm
Kerala
grateful to be here. As the locals
because it's
say,
already
Nanny.
trained. It has been
Honey,
pre-equipped.
nice smile. Wow.
I have a question for you. I've seen humans from Southeast Asia preparing tartar by pulling tea. This seems like a very inefficient way to pour a liquid. Why do humans pour it this way?
I don't know. We'll have to ask these humans here.
Okay, it's
I say
asking
these humans like I'm not one. Tell me something.
how
How
it is interacting.
has your experience been with the limited time that you spent with all of us at the IAA World Congress?
I'm impressed. What the IAA does is very important.
So, as a
humans
computer
say,
science
knowledge is
engineer,
power.
we should
The spread
know
of useful
how this has
information
been
through marketing
developed.
can-
Okay, how this has been developed. All right, and what are the technologies you need to equip yourself to learn more about it. Now we'll see what are the innovations in robotic surgery. But
Number 8, innovation in robotic surgery.
you can see.
An extension of the physician's hand.
Can you see the
Robotic
hands
surgery
moved by?
provides
He
pinpoint
doesn't go
accuracy.
near to the patient.
Advances in the field
The first
range
they
from the development
train.
of more accurate planning tools and software
You can
to
see
increased
they
automation
train
of tasks
themselves
during surgery.
and during
Precision
surgery.
surgical arms designed for proper instrument positioning and implantation during spinal surgery increase surgeon precision.
Thank
Automating
you,
the
thank you,
bronchoscopy process
Sir.
avoids incisions with the
How
insertion of
see it's
flexible
everything is
tubes
done by
through the
robots,
body's
but
natural
with the
opening.
human hands at the
Using a
back.
controller-like interface,
They use
this
a controller
advancement increases
interface.
accuracy and safety while decreasing invasive
They
risk
don't go
and
near to the
costs.
patient, but they have a
Robotization is
display
also
of
reaching
it.
endovascular procedures.
You
like
know, cameras
percutaneous
have been
coronary
set,
intervention, PCI,
and then they
and
go into
peripheral
it.
vascular intervention.
And
PV,
even here, a lot
which
of AI
traditionally requires a
applications
surgeon to wear
are
lead.
still open
Using
issues are
robotics
there.
now lowers
Can
risk
you
for
see?
patients and the surgeon while improving outcomes. Robotic surgery provides precision, flexibility,
It provides more
and control.
accuracy.
Paired with shortened recovery time and limited pain, patients benefit from the continued advancements in.
So this is about, first we saw about VKI, Alexa, Siri, Google Assistant. Then on strong AI, where you don't need any human intervention like self-driving car, robotic surgeons, and then the Alexa humanoid robots. Okay, the third type of AI that we're going to see is called a specialized AI. Okay, it's called a specialized AI. When specialized AI, okay, the robots, they will do only particular tasks, not all tasks. Okay, and it is restricted only for limited applications. They are mostly used in industrial robots, like where it's a specified work and repetitive task, like painting, painting, tightening, etc. Okay, now I'm going to show you how a robo is going to do the painting. Here, as computer science engineers, you need to develop a user interface, taking the dimensions given. See, as you see, it should not paint on the doors. Okay, only on the walls. When there is a space, the robot needs to stop spraying it. And it has to be trained. Once the image is given with the dimension, then it is trained. You can see a simulation of it. Once that is verified, you can send the robot into this. It does the painting at very less time in comparison with the human. So specialized AI or AIs where it does only a specific task. Strong AI is whatever, like a self-driving car or a surgeon or like a humanoid robots as such. But when you take strong AI, only once can it repeat. Kindly look onto the video. Here we go. Can you see it's AI guided 3D scanning indoor structures? First, the simulation has been done. And it does the automatic path planning. See, when it comes near the doors, it doesn't, or a blank space, it doesn't spray. It's battery operated. Okay. So fast it does. Can you see? And there is a display of it. Floor ceiling reach. It's exact and it's accurate. All right. So this is the smart robots, where it is AI guided robots. Okay. So here one of the participants asked, what if someone asks a question that has not been programmed into the AI? So what happens, say for example, if our AI is programmed using deep learning technology, here we mimic a brain using deep neural networks. For every question that is asked, a new learning patterns have been, new learning insights will be taken, and a new knowledge will build up, and from which it will be using. Whereas if it is in machine learning algorithm, first we do the feature extraction and then we go for classification or clustering, wherein which the limited answers according what it is trained only will be given. Okay, it learns patterns. Both machine learning and deep learning algorithm, it learns the patterns, but more accuracy is done by deep learning, because the feature extraction and the classification model goes hand on hand. On for every interaction, a new knowledge or new pattern has been recognized by it. So it depends. If it is depending on the technology, the robot has been programmed. When a new question is asked, if it is already having a knowledge about it or the pre-learned patterns is available, it will be able to answer it. Thank you, Sharat sir. Thank you, Sharat sir. Okay, now we have been seeing into these different. I told you, right? I will show you as a computer science engineer. You should know how this robot has been developed. We are going into the website of Sophia the robot. You can make a note of it. handsandrobotics.com/Sophia. Okay. Yeah, those who are listening to this lesson, each of you can introduce yourself, especially East West Institute of Technology students. Most of you have given your name, your semester, and your department. Okay. So Hanson Robotics, this is what is Sophia the robot. Hanson is the one who developed this, and with his team. Okay, can you see here? It's an advanced human-like robot. That's the future of AI. Okay, it is a combination of science, engineering, artistry. It's a human crafted with fiction characters. Okay, AI and robotics. I told you, right? AI and robotics, they play a very vital role. Okay, they play a very vital role. The character of Sophia, okay, is the first robotic citizen, innovation ambassador of the United Nations Development. Okay, so for us, how it has been developed? What are the technology? okay, that is used, AI and robotics. Okay, it's the research of advanced AI and robotic research. All right, and you can see it is using the artificial intelligence. It uses the artificial intelligence. All right, how it is connecting with humans, how the voice agent works, robots. You can click on here, Hanson AI, humanizing AI. So you see the wink of an eye, the facial expression for positive, and for what see it is being done fully using the codings. As a computer science engineers, we should be aware of how to code it and how the robot it is going to react. As for starters, you can take a very simple application of a robot where you speak, like switching off a light, switching on a light. Simple programs could be done. All right, you can see about it, the blogs and the resources available. So as computer science engineers, you need to know what are the technologies that is there at the backend. Can you see on March 15, 2021, they have published it. So the recent blogs will be there, which will help us to work more on with that. Okay. So we have seen about strong AI, weak AI, and specialized AI. Any doubts till now? Students, kindly put your, if it's clear, you can put a yes, or if you've got any doubts, put onto the chat, please. Yes, please. And we are happy to say that we have, this is my company's website, which is called www.cirf.co.in. Okay, you can make a note of it, www.cirf.co.in. We are basically in research and development, and here we give training to the students, in plan training to the students, full hands-on sessions for students, and also internship we provide for students and also for faculties. If you are strong on technology, if you're good in developing an application using Django, we now have an offer for a web application. Okay, we'll give you a problem when you develop it, and once that is run through, we'll assign you to your live project. Our company's name is Computational Intelligence Research Foundation, which is a Section 8 company registered under Ministry of Corporate Affairs, Government of India. Okay, and the next way of internship is that if you want to learn technology, you can get yourself learned onto a technology, and then you can start developing projects, okay, on assigned to live projects. So there are two ways as students you can do internships. Once you're strong on technology, when you pass through our internship interview, we'll allocate a live project to you to work on with us. Okay. And if you are not strong and you wish to do that, I need to do an internship, and you want to do a live project development, you can join us for the training. On completing a training according to a level of performance on the training, we'll be assigning you the projects onto it. Okay, and coming week, okay, on 19, 20, and 21, 2 hours, like 5 to 7 p.m., we are having a workshop. It's a 3 days online hands-on workshop. The only requirement, you need to have a system or PC with internet. That's it. Okay. So I will be the trainer for you. Okay, so 6 hours training. Okay, 3 days, 6 hours. It's fully hands-on. So at the end of it, you'll be able to do a data visualization. How do you take a benchmark data set? How do you write your machine learning algorithms? As we're learning about AI, right? You'll be writing a machine learning algorithms, and how do you predict a disease from a data set? And after we predict, how are you going to find the accuracy of it using several performance metrics? Okay, so if you are really interested, okay, kindly visit our website www.cirf.co.in, and when you come here, once you do a click onto it, okay, the form opens. This is the form. Okay, this is the form. You need to just type in your email ID. Okay. Okay. And the name, your designation student, which college you belong to, which department, your mobile, and your G. Okay, You need to do a GP of, it's very minimal amount. It's a very minimal amount for a full hands-on training. It's a live session. It is not pre-recorded. It's not a pre-recorded program. You will be working online. My screen will be shared with you. Yours, I can assure you, this is the several sessions I have done it, and everybody who have learned to the sessions, they're very useful. It is very useful for them. Okay, and I strongly recommend the students watching here, if you're really interested, kindly register to this course. It will be of great use for you. All right. So people are viewing onto the YouTube channel. All right, kindly like the video, and also you can subscribe to it. Okay, so whenever future every programs that I come in, it will give you a reminder. A lot of videos are available on my YouTube channel. You can get details about it. All right, any doubts till now? Each AI is different if they're kept in different locations. Yes. Okay. And then it finds patterns. Yeah. Which is more.
Hello, and welcome to.
Okay. Yeah, according to the program that is being done. According to the program that is being done. Thank you, Omkar sir. I don't know, your sir or students. Okay, it finds the patterns from the data. All right. So this is a channel right now, 70 people or 69, 71 people are watching, but I've got only 19 likes. Can I get 70 likes? Okay, just click a like onto that and you can subscribe to the channel. All right, thank you so much. Yes, it is increasing. Just give a like and subscribe to the channel. Okay, any doubts till now? This is okay for you students and those who are watching. Students, ma'am, thank you, Omkar, thank you. You're doing a great job. You're able to understand the 3 types of AI, whatever we have seen till now. Thank you, Vinod sir. Yeah, from 20, I got 10, 11 of you have given likes. Thank you. Any doubts? If it is clear to what we have seen, you can type yes. Or if you have got any doubts, you can post it on the chat waiting for your answer. First, we started with what is AI, robots, then the difference. Then we went into 4 applications in assembly, in packaging, and other things. Yeah, we can feed emotions to human robots. Yes, we can do it. According to the package that we use, according to the robot that we take it. Okay, so you are clear. And then we went into the 3 types of AI. Okay, are artificial intelligence and robotics are the same? No, these 2 are entirely different. They are entirely different, and artificial intelligence robots are the bridges between robots and so robotic is a different field. Yeah, we'll send you the registration link. Okay, they are different. Okay, AI and both are different. Okay, AI and robotics, they are different. They aren't the same. But once they are integrated, okay, then it is called artificially intelligent robo, which is called artificial intelligent robo. I posted the link on the chat. Interested, you can do in the registrations. All right. Okay, so they are not the same, but when both are integrated, right? Once when both are integrated, the application that we do is tremendous. The best example you would have seen is how the Sophia the robot works. Okay, how Sophia the robot, it has worked. All right. And then, so AI, machine learning, and deep learning. So AI, the ability it started and how it reacts with the humans. All right. But when you take machine learning, it's ability to learn without being explicitly programmed. Okay. So the subset of artificial intelligence is AI. Okay. The subset of artificial intelligence is AI. Sorry. Subset of artificial intelligence is machine learning. Okay. Yeah. And even more refined is deep learning. Okay. In the future, when we'll have a series of session on machine learning and deep learning. Okay, and everything I suggest students, you should have complete hands-on training. It's not theoretical. Computer science, it's never a theoretical subject. It's an hands-on. Then is a subset of machine learning. All right, and in which we use artificial neural networks, wherein we use artificial neural networks and learn from most data. Okay, it keeps learning patterns, as Omkar said. Both machine learning, deep learning, they learn patterns from the data sets. So when you take artificial intelligence, it was originated in the year 1950. Okay, machine learning 1960, deep learning 1970s. AI represents simulated intelligence in machines. Okay, it simulates the intelligence on machines. Here, getting machines to make decisions without being programmed. See, I train my data set with one of the data set, and I feed in a new data set. According to the algorithm that is being done, it works. Okay, but when you take deep learning, it's the process of using artificial neural networks to solve complex problems. Okay, it does the difference between machine learning, deep learning. In machine learning, we take the features and then we go on for classification, clustering or regression. But when you take into deep learning, we do hand on hand the feature extraction, the feature engineering and classification, and for every run, it learns new data from the data set. Okay, it's AI represented in simulated intelligence in machines. Okay, machine learning is the practice of getting machine being decision without being programmed. Okay, AI is a subset of data science. Machine learning is a subset of AI and data science. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning, AI, and data science. Aims to build machines which are capable of thinking like humans. Machine learns through data. That is what they ask. When a new question is asked, how it will answer. They learn through data. They learn new information through data. Here, we build a neural network, then automatically discover patterns for feature detection. Okay, this is the difference between artificial intelligence, machine learning, and deep learning. So the economic of AI, see, in 2025, it is going to reach, this is all done in $1 million. So if you learn this thoroughly, okay, when you learn your machine learning, deep learning technologies, you can apply it for any field, and the demand for you on industry is more. You can also have a startups if you want to find solutions to specific problems. Need to choose a training experience. You should have a target what you want to do. We have to represent the target functions and choose the functions, and then we need to do the final design. This is your framework of your development of MI. Yeah. Now we are moving into the third part of it, which is called as cognitive robotics. Have you ever heard about cognitive computing, or what is cognitive? Yes or no? On the chat, please. Cognitive. Waiting for your answers. Yes, we are going to speak about cognitive robots. Students, you're there? Okay. Yes, thank you, Aditya. So cognitive robotic is an approach to create artificial intelligence in robots by enabling them to learn from and respond to real world situations as opposed to pre-programs. Okay, with specific response. It enables to learn from real world situations. Before, it was like a stimulus and response. If I do this, then you do this. Okay, if I give a request like that, then the robot responses. Here, when I take into cognitive robotics, okay, it creates artificial intelligence robots by enabling them to learn from and respond to real world situations. All right. So what is cognitive? It's a robot with intelligence behavior, with a processing architecture that it learns themselves and responds how to behave to complex goals. Okay. So what is cognitive? So how many of you have heard about IBM Watson? Yes or no? Answers quick on chat, please. IBM Watson. Watson. Have you heard about it? Yes, no? We'll be using online tools, ma'am, to train on machine learning. Akila, ma'am. Yeah. Everything will be doing it on hands-on. Only requirements for the session, for the 3 days workshop, we need to have is your PC or laptop with an internet connection. That's it. Yeah. Some of you have heard about IBM Watson. We'll be seeing how intelligent is IBM Watson. Thank you, Akila, ma'am. All right. And thank you, students, Aditya, Jeevan, and Rajkumar. Okay. Okay, sir, Rajkumar, sir. Okay, Watson can read, write documents, data, both structured and unstructured as a massive scale. Okay, what cognitive does first? It understands. Second, it reasons. What does it do? Watson searches from its database. Okay, and then it analyzes the data and provides evidence-based insights. All right, first it understands both structured or unstructured data. It understands. All right, and IBM Watson reasons. That is, reasoning is more important. Okay, and it's analyzing the data. Okay, and what is the evidence based on its insights? The third step that cognitive computing does, it learns. Already, whatever the decisions that is made by the leading experts are fed into the engine, and it learns and improvises, I said, right? It is extracting the information, learning the patterns back to back again, and provides it again. So what are the first steps? First, we need to observe it. That's a visible phenomenon. Then it interprets from the data that it gets. It generates its own hypothesis from the data and whatever the knowledge it incurred, whatever the patterns it has extracted. In addition with the existing patterns that has been extracted. The third step it does, it evaluates the hypothesis. It evaluates the hypothesis, decides what is the best solution could be given. So how cognitive is different? Cognitive computing is different from other computings. NLP, the natural language processing, it reads and interprets. It does not look a keyword search. Okay, like a search engine, whatever you give, like an apple, if you want to search, it's an iPhone apple or a fruit apple, all right? And even inside the Google search engine, there is a tremendous technology that is working behind it. Okay, maybe in the future in my YouTube channel, I'll be giving a talk of how the search engine is working on the back end. All right, what it does, cognitive computing, it breaks the sentence. It doesn't break and generally searches. Listen carefully. It breaks the sentence grammatically. Second, it searches it relationally and structurally. That is what the refinement is more on cognitive computing in comparison with the other computing. It breaks the sentence grammatically, relationally, and structurally. Okay, finds the real intent of the user's language. So when starting, I asked you all a question: how are you doing today? Some of you give fine. Some of you are asking me fine. How are you doing, ma'am? Some of you say better. Okay, so what is the intent of the language is majorly needed. Inference, linguistic models and algorithms are running at the back. Okay, what IBM Watson it does? It creates a corpus of knowledge, and it has also been trained by leading experts. Then second step, it curates the contents. Whatever its needed content alone is taken, and remaining contents are curated. And then from the data that is existing in the Watson, it does the pre-processing. Okay. Fourth, it does the injections, and it builds a knowledge graph on its own. Okay. And then a question answering session is done where the machine is trained by humans. Okay, and a lot of training on IBM Watson is also given by our company. Okay, there is a gap of what we know and what we do in IBM Watson's healthcare. In healthcare analytics, IBM does a huge job. Okay, 45% is evidence-based. It takes 17 years to translate science to practice. Okay, not done by human. But what is human? Impossible. Doctors would have to read approximately 29 hours each workday to keep with the new professionals. Okay, but 80% of the data are unstructured. Each of us, we produce 300 million books, and that could be done at the first. What does human excel at? We have a sense, the system doesn't have dilemmas. morals, compassion, imagination, dreaming, abstraction, generalization. All right. Where cognitive computing is excelling, we should take where it is excelling, and that capability should be integrated with the humans. Okay. Natural language. Pattern identification is very fast in finding patterns. If I give you 1 million of data to find the patterns, it extracts and gives me in microseconds. Locating knowledge. Machine learning. Okay. Eliminates bias and endless capabilities. Okay. So, see how it is finding the patterns. See onto the video. You will be able to understand. What makes cognitive system different?
Computing systems of the past have operated in predictable environments, using structured and uniform data to perform prescribed operations. Now we have cognitive computing systems, which are much more adaptable and similar to a human brain, can understand, reason, and learn.
It reasons
These
and
systems
learns.
can read vast amounts of unstructured data
Whatever is a
and use
huge
it to
amount.
spot connections and patterns in
And
new
every
ways,
time it gets a
offering
data,
insight
it
into
finds the
all kinds of
connections
human
between
expression.
the data.
Cognitive systems
All
are
right.
built on several underlying technologies.
A lot of
Let's take
technology.
two. First, natural language processing starts with understanding.
With the natural.
The system needs to understand human
I
language in
told
context as
grammatically,
opposed to structured tables.
relationally.
This natural language processing pulls information from articles,
What is
research reports,
all for
emails,
just one
tweets,
sentence?
even images
It
and
gets
sounds, to
information
identify
from
the
different
significant grammar,
resources.
context, and vocabulary that
Once
carry
in
core
a
meaning.
blue moon, what it does.
Second, there's machine learning, a technique
Majorly, we
in which
work
the
on
system
natural
spots
language processing
connections
and
between a
machine
particular
learning.
pattern and the
Where
most
the
likely
patterns are
outcomes.
exactly the
The
same,
system receives
it
feedback from
learns it
regular use,
and works
so it
how
learns
the
from every
patterns are
interaction.
there.
Each prediction it makes,
See,
whether
if
right or
that's the
wrong,
prediction,
is taken into
it's
account for the next prediction until it
from
can
the
reliably
first
spot the
learning,
meaningful
it
patterns
is
through all the
kept
noise.
on the corpus knowledge.
With these technologies, a cognitive system doesn't offer one definitive answer.
See
Instead, it
how
is
the
designed to weigh the
confidentiality is
information and ideas from many sources,
It increases.
to reason, and then offer rationales for its
So
conclusions.
that's a huge work
makes
on
it more than just
cognitive
a tool that
systems and
enables you,
cognitive robots.
but a
are there.
trusted advisor.
Okay, so here this is a website where you can work on with IBM Watson's discovery. Okay, we don't have much time. Okay, so adding a cognitive search and content analytics to applications to identify patterns, trends, and actionable sites that drives better decision making. Okay, so AI also works with cognitive computing. It's an automation based on software intelligence. Okay, it's commonly known as robotic process automations. It's known as robotic process automation. Okay, where we use a conjunction between AI and cognitive computing. This is how, see, the center one is in Watson, developed by, and there's a Jeopardy challenge. Some of you, have you heard about Jeopardy challenge? Yes, no, no, yes. Have you heard about it? Jeopardy challenge? Answers on chat, you're able to hear? Okay, let me wait for your answers. In 2011, IBM's computing system named Watson, they competed with the best Jeopardy challenge.
I remember that morning going to the lab and I was thinking, this is it. This is the last.
This is Watson
Jeopardy
algorithm strategy, IBM research.
This is Jeopardy, the IBM challenge.
This is the IBM's challenge, displayed by intelligent people.
Make your first choice.
Let's take alternate meanings for 200, Alex.
4-letter word for a vantage point or a belief. Brad.
What is a view?
Yes.
But both people are intelligent people.
One, I had just this horrible feeling at that moment that he was as good as everyone said he was, and he was just going to run.
But they started getting some questions wrong.
Watson?
What is leg?
No, I'm sorry, I can't accept that.
What is 1920s?
No.
What is chic?
No, sorry. Brad.
What is class?
Class, you got it. Watson?
What is Sauron?
Sauron is right, and that puts you into a tie for the lead with Brad.
See, Brad and the other person.
Double Jeopardy round of the first game, I thought was phenomenal.
These are the researchers who have done the Watson
Who
algorithm.
is Franz Liszt?
You are right.
What is violin?
Good.
Who is the
See
church
the
lady?
difference.
Yes. Watson.
Watson
What
was
is
able to
narcolepsy?
answer.
You are right, and with that, you move to 36,681.
So therein where the cognitive computing works with AI. Okay, thank you. And the last one that we're going to see is about the Robo Advisor, a digital platform that provides automatic financial planning. You know, now we have every one of us, we're struggling with finances because of this pandemic. Okay, this advisor collects information from clients about their financial situation and what is the future goal, where you need to invest, and what kind of data you need to automatically do it. Okay, there's a huge applications developed here. It's called Wealthfront, Interactive Advisors, Betterment, M1 Finance, and Personal Capital. Okay, so these are the technology where AI works on with. Okay, Google's DeepMind. I told you about search engine site, the ads, the Gmail, Android, Chrome, YouTube works with Google DeepMinds. The self-driving cars. Okay, AlphaGo, in one of my videos, it is there. After, when you have time, you can learn about it. It's the best player, where an AI has outperformed the world's best player on Go. Okay, DQM, human level, a try game through deep reinforcement learning. Okay, on open source, it's TensorFlow, DeepMind Lab, and Sonnet. Okay, OpenAI, it's a non-profit organization. They use evolutionary algorithm tuned. They use benchmark tools for measuring and performance measures for AI algorithm. Tools for comparing the reinforcement learning algorithms and measures on AI. IBM measures of hardware and software and cognitive. I showed you an example, right? Watson, once the top players on Jeopardy. Just now I showed you about the game. And Deep Blue is the first program where the world's champion chess player. Apache System ML, okay? Even in my company, I give training on machine big data analytics using Hadoop, okay? On the entire thing. And Facebook, social networking. Even Facebook uses machine learning to spot suicidal users, human-computer interaction, image description for blind users, the communication based for training and evaluating, okay? And Apple online, they use Siri, we have seen, right? And self-driving cars. Amazon, I showed you how the online AI virtual assistant and how the Amazon AI tools, they work with Sparks, Tensor. All right. And Microsoft, they use on Microsoft Azure. And Cortana. Cortana is also an AI virtual assistant. How many of you use Cortana? If you're using Microsoft OS, you should have experienced about it. Anybody has used Cortana? Okay. Till now, we have seen about the AI, robotics, the applications of AI integrated robots, the types of AI, and then we saw about how AI, deep learning, machine learning works, and then just about it, and then we moved into cognitive computing, what is cognitive, how IBM Watson works, and then we saw about the Jeopardy challenge, how IBM Watson outperformed. Any doubts? Any doubts? You can post it onto the chat. Now we are going to play the live quiz. Okay, I'll post the link on the chat. Okay, I post the link on the chat. Just click it on. Okay, give your name. Give your name. I want you to, yeah, thank you all for your good responses. Thank you, Akila ma'am. Yeah. Give in your name. It's a live quiz. We are going to see who's going to be the winner. We'll wait until I get the participants. Do not go about it. Yeah. 2 of you have come in. Yes, please. So let's see who's going to be the winner. We have got 13. We've got 52 people. I'm going to wait. Once I start, you cannot join in. It's a live quiz. It's a simple multiple choice question. It's a very, very simple multiple choice question. Thank you, Sunil Kumar sir. Let's see who's going to be the winner. Yes, we are getting participants. We'll wait for a few more seconds. Just click the link, give your name and join in. You'll have a logo. The same logo will be there. We don't know who you are. And those who are going to give the right answer, and listen carefully who's going to give the fast. Don't come out, don't move off it. Be on to the Menti itself. Okay. Can we start now? Or shall we wait few minutes? It's a simple 5 questions. Simple questions. It's a multiple choice question. You just need to click on with that. Here we go. I'm going to start it. Join quick, join quick, join quick, join quick. Don't move out of it. I've not started the questions. You just need to wait. Okay. We are going to start. The first question for the day. Whether the chatbot is a humanoid robot. The chatbot is a humanoid robot. Yes or no? Time's up. Okay, no. A chatbot is not a humanoid robot. Okay, only like Sophia the robot is a humanoid. 6 of you have given the right answer. Let's see who is the winner. Neha, you're the fastest, and she has the first place on the first question. Second is first is Neha, second is Hema, and third is Rajkumar sir, and fourth is Kiran. Let's go for the second question of the day. Your countdown starts now. Which of the following is an example of strong AI? Siri or painting board or self-driving car? Strong AI. 4, 3, 2, and 1. We saw about 3 AIs: weak, strong, and specialized. Most of you have given the right answer. A self-driving car is an example of strong AI. Let's see who's the winner for the second question for the day. And you should be the fastest. Yes, the first is Kiran, and the fastest second is V. Sunil Kumar, third is Hema, and fourth is Rajkumar. Let's move on to the third question for the day. 3 more questions more. All right. Siri belongs to. Okay, whether it belongs to a weak AI, strong AI, or specialized AI. Yes, Akila ma'am, it will be an online tool that we teach you during the session, which could be Collabs or Anaconda. That's the tool we'll be teaching, ma'am, for the 3 days online. Yeah, see, I told you, right? Weak AI, Siri, Google Assistant, and Alexa. Only 6 of you have given the right answer. Specialized AI or something we saw about the painting robots. Let's see who's the winner. Omkar is there. Yeah, the first place is Sunil Kumar, and the fastest, I think it could be the sir. Second is Kiran, third is Hema. Congratulations. Let's see the fourth question for the day. For the workshop, you need not install any software. It's just online. You need to have your system with PC with the internet connected. PC. Or robotics or artificial intelligence is same or different? Or the same or the different? So they are not the same. You have given the right answer. Let's see who is the fastest. The integrated one is the artificially intelligent robot. I think everyone has given the right answer. And fastest is Hema, and still Sunil Kumar is on the top. Let's see. The final question which defines the winner for today's quiz. Who has coined the term artificial intelligence? Sundar Pichai, John McCarthy, or Mark Zuckerberg? I think most of you will give the right answer. 24 of you have given the right answer. I'm going to move the next slide, which is going to define the winner for today's live quiz. It takes the points are taken, how faster you get more points. And the winner is Sunil Kumar. Congratulations. Congratulations. Okay. Your feedback about today's webinar, we saw about the future of AI, the integrated of AI with robotics. How was this webinar? You will get, each of you can respond up to 10 words or 10 sentences. How did you like? Thank you. Excellent. You can post it onto that, so I'll get a coherent view. Each of you. Only one has responded. Others, quick. Waiting for your answers. The second person also has given the same word. Excellent. You can change the words, no problem. Let's see. Informative. Thank you. Interesting. Thank you. Amazing. Thank you all for the good feedbacks. So something I hope you should have learned new things today. Thank you, Sunil sir. It was more clear. Interesting, useful, wonderful, helpful, future vision to the specification, amazing and meaningful. It was absolutely very good, helpful, interesting, innovative. Thank you. So I hope this session, today's session, would have been much, much more useful to you, learning something new. Okay. Once again, I would like to share about our event. Okay, this is an excellent event. Okay, our website is cirf.co.in. I'll post it on the live chat. Our company's website. Sorry. cirf.co.in. All right. Even on the trailer, I've given my contact details. All right. So this is very limited seats. We are going to take only limited seats. Registrations are coming in. Go into students. It's an excellent opportunity for you to have an entire hands-on session. It's only 2 hours per day. Coming Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, 19, 20, 21. I will be the resource person for it. Okay. We'll be learning about data visualization, benchmark data sets, machine learning, predictive analytics, and the performance metrics. On a healthcare data set. Okay, the course fee is 750 rupees. It's a minimum offer. Participation certification will be given. Just go to the website and there's a given click here to register. Once you click on, you will get the form, and also the form also we have given on the live chat. Okay. Just fill the form. Filling is also very easy. Your name, designation, company, department, your mobile number, and GPay receipt. First, do the GPay. This is my number, 90030021355, and also on the screen, my contact details have been posted. Okay, you can see to it. I thank you for the good feedbacks each of you have given you. It was punctual, and kindly subscribe to my channel. Okay, I'll wait for 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, like the video. You can like, you can subscribe to the channel. You can also give, after the end of the session, you can give it on the comments. Thank you for the beautiful feedbacks you've given. Webinar, knowledgeable, innovative, constructive, intelligence, awesome, entertainment, punctual. Yeah, 12:30 exactly, we will be completing it. Any other doubts, kindly post it onto the live chat. Enthusiastic, tremendous. Okay, so this is this is my YouTube channel. I will share my YouTube channel link to my contact details. This also I'll put it onto the chat. The registration course details are also been given on the chat, and I pinned it up, so it will be of useful to you. You can get in my contact details. You can make a note of it. Website details also I've given. Sorry, it's www. Thank you, Omkar. Thank you. You are one of the enthusiastic participants. Happy to have you on board today. All the contact details have been shared to you. Kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video. So whenever we come online, it will be of great use to you. We have 5 minutes to go. Any other questions you have, kindly post it on. Kindly post your details or any doubts you have. All right. So thank you all for attending the course, this webinar today. Once again, I would like to remind you regarding this program. Very limited seats. It's getting filled up. So you could tell your students it is open for students, it is open for faculty members, and also for corporates. See, because data science is the blooming of it. This is the basic course. Even though you don't know anything about data science also, you can attend the course. At the end of this course, you will gain an excellent insight of developing algorithms. And also here, we provide help for PhD scholars also to develop the algorithm. When you come with the problems, we'll be helping you to what technology you need to train yourself. All right, and how to develop algorithms, but you will be developing algorithms. Okay, you will be developing algorithms. All right, and it will be of great use, and scholars are completed here. Anybody interested on research publications, on patents, okay, you can contact us. We are there to help you out. Okay, it's we want to train, our objective is to train students and faculties on the latest technology. So the teaching fraternity need to extend more. The students, we are the future generation for us. Okay, so practicality is more important. That's what all our courses are, of practicality. When you come to my website during this pandemic itself, I should have delivered more than 50-60 lectures. You can come on, when you see an hyperlink on here, when you click on to that, okay, you will be able to directly go and to see this is the webinar on machine learning and deep learning by Secunderabad on May 20, 2020. Once you click onto the link, it will directly take you to the link on machine learning, on deep learning. All right, and you can see about it.
Good grammar and spelling are important, but if you want to...
Okay, subscribe to the channels. Okay, you can see this is a webinar on machine learning, deep learning. But whatever it is, once we learn it on hands-on, it's of great use. Thank you. See, like more than 7,500 people have viewed this, and this is in my website. Okay, and on web forensics, on OpenCV, on digital tools, on data visualization, a lot of talks. I need to update still more. Okay, we'll be updating soon. All right. So whatever, before we used to go for a live training session. So the pictures of it and students' pictures also are available, wherein I've given training. Okay, generally upload it. So it is the greatest thing that always sharing knowledge with the students. I always feel happy. Thank you all for joining us. So we give training for students after first year, second year, third year, and final year on different technology. For faculties, we provide internship for TA, PhD scholars on lateral training, on web development training, hybrid mobile application, Python programming, big data analytics. Okay, and this is our company. This is a logo, Excellence in Innovation. It's a Section 8 company, and you have got all my contacts. Thank you all for joining the session. So when you click onto the session, directly you can see on the session pictures. Thank you, Akila ma'am. Thank you. Excellent webinar. Kindly register for the course, ma'am, if you're interested. So it would be of good use. And also share it to your students, ma'am, and others who are watching it too. All right. So these are the sessions. How we have taken hands-on sessions. This is to the Velamal College. And at the end of the session, the students have developed the projects and they are doing the presentation. Even the video, I've uploaded it. You can see to it. We had the workshop on data science using Python, and each of the student at the end of the session, first day training and the second day session, they have developed small projects using Python on data analytics. Okay, you can learn more about it whenever you're free. Thank you all for joining. Any doubts? We will wind up the session. Thank you all for joining. God bless. Thank you, Sunil sir. I would like to thank the entire management of East West Institute of Technology for having arranged the webinar. Thank you all.